Today we'll learn about the logarithmic table. Logarithmic table. Now what is this logarithmic table? Logarithmic table is one of the tools by means of which we can calculate the large number of calculations with large numbers and its mathematical operations like multiplication, division, squares, square roots, cube roots, reciprocals, and etc. Now it is invented by John Napier. We know that the number consists of the two parts. Number consists of two parts. Which are these parts? One is integral or another is decimal. It is also called a fraction or fractional part. Now this number consists of, sometimes it may be integral, it may be decimal, or both integral and decimal. Now for example, 34.95, this is one of the number. Now in this number, this part before the decimal point, this part is called the integral part, and after the decimal point, this part is called the decimal part, or it is also called the fractional part. Now here this 34 is greater than 1 and this 95 is less than 1. Now the number consists of, sometimes it may be only integral part, sometimes it may be only the decimal part, or sometimes it consists of both, that is integral and decimal part. Now again, how to find the log of this number? Before that, this number again consists of number, suppose n consists of two parts again, the characteristics and mantissa. Now here the number again consists of the characteristics and mantissa. Now what is this characteristics? Characteristics may be positive, may be negative, or 0. Characteristics may be positive, negative, or 0, and this is nothing but the integer. Characteristics, one of the integer which consists of positive, negative, or 0, and this mantissa consists of pure fractional number, pure fraction, and it is always positive, and it is positive. Now again, this number consists of the characteristics and mantissa. Characteristics is nothing but the integer. Now this integer may be positive, may be negative, or 0, and this mantissa is purely fraction number, or purely the fraction. For example, 34.95, 0.95 is the pure fraction, and it is always positive. Now how to find these characteristics of the number? How to find the characteristics of this number? Suppose in the first case is that n, that is the number, is greater than 1, or this integral part is greater than 1, then characteristics is positive. How to determine this characteristics? Now this characteristics is determined subtracting 1 from the number of digits of the integral part, subtracting 1 from the number of digits from the integral part. That is, characteristics, formula for the characteristics is what? N minus 1. What is this n? N is number of digits in integral part. N is number of digits in integral part. What is integral part? Now here in 34.95, 34 is the integral part. And this integral part, how many number of digits are here? 2, 1 and 2. Number of digits are 2. And that n is equal n minus 1, that is the characteristics. Now, what is the characteristics of 34.95? In 34.95, 34 is the integral part. In integral part, number of digits is 2, and therefore characteristics is equal to what? 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. Therefore, the characteristics of this number 34.95 is 1. In this way, we can find the characteristics of the number. Another example, we take 1.92. This is one of the number. Now in this number, 1 is the integral part and the number of digits in integral part is 1. Therefore, characteristics is equal to what? 1 minus 1, it is equal to 0. Therefore, characteristics of this number is 0. Suppose 0.85, this is the number. Now it consists only the fractional number and it is less than 1, and number of digits in integral part is 0, and therefore characteristics is equal to what? 0 minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. And this minus 1 can be written as bar 1. In this way, we can write it bar 1. Therefore, characteristics of this number having the number of digits 0 is the characteristic bar 1 or minus 1. Now, if the number n is equal to 0, then minus 1. Okay. Now, how in this way we can find the characteristics of the number. Then, how to find the mantissa? To find the mantissa, if number less than 1, that is n is less than 1, then characteristics is what? Characteristics is positive. Sorry, characteristics is negative. If number is less than 1, then characteristics is negative. How to determine the number? Adding 1 in number of zeros appearing immediately after the decimal point and before the first non-zero digit in the decimal part. If the number is less than 1, then how to find the characteristics? Characteristics for this number is that the number of zeros between the decimal point and before the first non-zero digit in the decimal part. For example, 0.00095525. This is the number. Now here the integral part is here 0. Now this is pure fractional number or decimal part. What is the how to find the characteristics for this number? The decimal point and first non-zero. This is the decimal point, and this is non-zero, first non-zero digit, Then number of zeros in between decimal point and first non-zero digit is nothing but the n. Now this is the value of n. What are the n? N is equal to number of zeros. And what are the number of zeros here? There are 3 zeros. And therefore characteristics is what? Characteristics is equal to 3, number of zeros are 3 plus 1 with negative sign, because if number less than 1 then characteristics negative, and number of zeros is 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4 and with negative. Therefore the characteristics of this number is -4 or bar 4. Another example we can take. Suppose 0.029, this is one of the number. Now the number of zeros between the decimal point and first non-zero digit is 1, and therefore characteristics is equal to negative. Number of zeros are 1 plus 1, that is equal to -2, and that is bar 2. Bar 2 is the characteristics of this number. In this way we can find the characteristics if n is greater than 1 and if n is less than 1. Now before doing the calculations, we first see the basic laws of logarithm, some basic rules for the logarithm. Now for if m and n both the numbers, and suppose these numbers are positive real numbers, if m and n are the positive real numbers, then the mathematical operations, which are these. First we see the multiplication. For multiplication, if we take the multiplication of these two numbers, that is m into n, we have to take the multiplication of m and n. Then how to apply the rule of log of m into n, multiplication of these two real numbers, positive real numbers, and we have to take the log of this multiplication. Then according to the rule we can write it as log of m plus log of n, log of m plus log of m. If there is a multiplication, then there is addition of both logs, log of m plus log of n. Suppose for second, for division, suppose m and n, we have to take the division of m and n, then log of m divided by n, you can, according to the rule, we can write it as log of m minus log of n. There is a subtraction of both logs. Now third rule, for powers. Suppose m raised to n, then log of m raised to n is equal to n log of m multiplied by the power to the log of m. Now for roots, suppose n raised to m, n square root of m, then what we have to, according to the rule, log of n root of m is equal to 1 upon n log of m. Now this is the rule for the roots. Now we take one by one mathematical operation and applying the logarithmic rule. Okay. Now first we take the multiplication. For multiplication, we take one by one example for this rule. Suppose x is equal to, this is one of the example, x is equal to what? 178.5 multiplied by 29.9. Now it is difficult to make the calculation directly here, and that's why we use the log table. Then what we have to do now here? Now we have to take the log of this, then log of these two numbers, 178.5 multiplied by 29.9. Then according to the rule, how we can write it as log of 178.5 plus log of 29.9. Okay. Then according to the procedure, what we have to do now? For this number 178.5, we have to first find the characteristics of this number. Characteristics, now this number is what? N is greater than 1. N is greater than 1. Then how to find the characteristics? Number of digits in integral part. Number of digits in integral part. Minus 1. Then how many number of digits here? 3. Then 3 minus 1. That is equal to 2. Then characteristics is 2 here. Okay. For this number 29.9, the integral part is 29 only. In integral part there are 2 number of digits, 2 and 9. Number of digits are 2. Then by formula n minus 1, that is number of digits minus 1. 2 minus 1. Then characteristics is equal to what? 1. Characteristics of this number is 1. Then how to find the log? Now you know the log table, and in log table there is a logarithmic tables. Now here this is a log table, logarithms. Now in this there is a horizontal column, and in horizontal column 0 to 9 numbers are here and this is mean difference. In mean difference there are again numbers 1 to 9. And in vertical column, now in the first column from 10 starting from the 10 and ends at the 99. Okay, starting from 10 to 99. Now this is logarithm. Okay, now what we have to find? We have to find the logarithm of 178.5. Then how to find? Now we know in a vertical column there are 2 digit number 10 to 99. Then consider here 17 only. Okay, start from 17, and then in horizontal column 8. Next number is here 8 and fourth number is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in this first 2 digits in vertical column, third digit in a horizontal column, and fourth digit in a mean difference. Then how to find? Now see there 17. Where is 17 here? 17. This is a 17. Okay, 17 in 8. Now goes to straight here and stop here 8 here. 2504, and mean difference is 5. That is 12. Go straight here and here 12. 2504 plus 12. We have to add the mean difference in 2504. 2504 plus 12, that is 2516. Now log of this number is 2516. Okay. 17 to 8 and characteristics is 12. 25, 16. Okay. Now for the second number 29.9. Now here in vertical column, see in the 29. See here 29 and third digit is 9. Fourth digit is absent. 29.9. 29 and up to here 9. 47, 57. There is no fourth digit, therefore there is no question for about the mean difference. Therefore 47, 57. Right here 47, 57. Now take the addition of both. 6 plus 7, 13. Carry 1. Then 7, 12, 7 and 3. Now 3.72, 73 is the addition of this log. Now the antilog of 3.72, 73 is equal to, while finding the antilog, what we have to, how to find? Now in antilogarithm, antilogarithms. Now in antilogarithms, in vertical column, its first number starts from 0.00 and last number is 0.99. Okay. Now here we have to find only for the fraction or decimal after the decimal part. Then 0.72. Here the 0.72 here. 0.72 and 73. 0.72 in 7. 0.72 in 7 and 3. Mean difference is 3, that is 4. Then 5333 plus 4, that is 5337. 5337. This is the antilog. Now we have to give the characteristics for decimal point for this number. Now in log and antilog are both reverse process. Now here inverse of log is antilog. In log what we find? How to give the characteristics? N plus 1 for integral part and n minus 1 for decimal part. Now in antilog we have to give the decimal point. Now characteristics is here 3. 3 is the characteristics. Now suppose here 3 is the characteristics, then add 1 in the characteristics. Then plus 1, that is equal to 4. Now in this number there should be the 4 numbers before the decimal point. There should be the 4 numbers before the decimal point. Then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 numbers. Then decimal point 0. Now this is the answer of this multiplication. 5337.0. How to give the decimal point? Now before in this antilog, before the decimal point there is a 3. 3 indicates the characteristics. In characteristics add 1 and we get the 4, and therefore we have to give the decimal point after the 4 digits. Now we take another example for the multiplication. Let us consider another example. First example. Second example. 179.89 multiplied by 0.029. Suppose this is another example. Then according to the rule log of 179.89 multiplied by 0.029 is equal to log of 179.89 plus log of 0.029. Then find the characteristics here for each number. Now there are 3 digits in integral part, therefore characteristics is 2, that is n minus 1. Now here number of zeros between the decimal point and first non-zero is what? 1. Then 1 plus 1, that is 2, and for the number less than 1 characteristic is always negative, therefore the characteristics is bar 2. Okay. Now see the log for 179.89. In log table we have to, in vertical column see the 17, then in horizontal column 9, and mean difference is 8. Now 17. Now in logarithm. In logarithms is a 17. Here is a 17.9. 17.9 and mean difference is 8, that is 20. 25.29 plus 20, that is equal to 25.49. 25.49. Now this is the log of this number. Now for this number, now where it starts? 0.29. Okay, 0.29. Then 0.2 in 9. 29. This is the integer, and start the 29 here. 29, after 29 there is no number, therefore 29 in 0. 29 in 0, that is 4624. The log of this number is 4624. Now take the addition of both. 9 plus 4, 13, 1, that's 7, 11, 1, 7, and this is the addition. 2 minus 2, 0. Then 71, 73 is the addition of both the logs. Now see the antilog of 0.7173. Now find the antilog here. In antilogarithmic table, the number is what? 0.7173. Then see the 0.71 here. 0.71. Okay. In 0.71, then 7 here. And 73, no. Then 3 is the main difference. 52, 12 plus 4. 52, 16. 52, 16 is the antilog. 52, 16 is the antilog. Now here, before the decimal point, there is no characteristic, 0. Okay. Now, in first example, the characteristic is 3. We add 1 here, then we get the 4. Then number of digits are 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we get then we give the decimal point. Now here, number of digits is 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. Then where we have to give the decimal point? After 1 digit. After 1 digit. Then 5 is first digit, 5.216. Now this is the answer of this multiplication. Okay. Now these are the examples for multiplication. Now we see the example for the division. Division. How to make the calculation for the division by log tables. For example, we take the example of, suppose the 3.298 divided by 23.79. To make the calculation for this division. Then write according to the rule of log of 3.298 divided by 23.79. By rule, you can write it as log of 3.298 minus log of 23.79. What is the rule? Log of m upon n is equal to log of m minus log of n. Now see the first, find the characteristics of this number. Here the number of digits in integral part is 1. Then 1 minus 1 is 0. Therefore characteristics is 0. Now here in this number there are 2 digits in integral part. Therefore 2 minus 1 is 1. Therefore the characteristics is 1 for this number. Now see the log. How to see the log? Log, when we find the log for this number, start from this first number. Then 32 in vertical column, 9 in horizontal column, and 8 in mean difference. 32, 9, 8 in logarithm. 32, 9 and 8. 32, 9 and 8 of main difference, that is 11. So 5172 plus 11. 5172 plus 11, that is equal to 5183. 5183. This is the log of this number. Okay. Now see the log of this number, 2379. Now here in vertical column there is a 23 here. 23, 7, 9. 23 in 7 and mean difference is 9. What is the mean difference? 9 is 17. Then 37, 47 plus 17, that is 3764. 3764. This is the log. What do we have to take the now? Subtraction of these two logs. 13 minus 4. 9, 1, 4, 1. Now here 0 minus 1, that is equal to minus 1, that is bar 1. Now therefore antilog of bar 1.4119 is equal to, we have to find the antilog of this. How to find antilog? From the decimal point. Then 0.14, this is the antilogarithm. See the vertical 0.14 in vertical column, then 1 in horizontal column and 9 in mean difference. 0.14, 1 and mean difference in 9, that is equal to 3. Then 1384 plus 3, that is 1387. 1387. Now where to give the decimal point? Now here bar 1 means what? Why we get the bar 1? Because 0 minus 1. It means that there should be the decimal point. There should be no integral part in the number. Okay, that integral part is 0. Therefore here 0 point. Or we can say that there is no 0 between the decimal point and first non-zero, and therefore the decimal point is here 0.13987. This is the answer of this problem. Now we can take another example for the division also. Suppose second example, this is the first example. Second example is suppose x is equal to 35.09 divided by 0.059. Okay, according to the rule of log, we can write it as 35.09 divided by 0.059. Then you can write it as log of 35.09 minus log of 0.059. Then what is the characteristics of this 35.09? Now there are 2 digits in integral part, therefore 2 minus 1 is 1, then characteristics of this number is 1. Now here this is less than 1, number is less than 1. For this how to find the characteristics? The number of zeros between the decimal point and first non-zero is 1 plus 1, that is 2, and for the number less than 1 the characteristics is negative, therefore characteristic is bar 2 or minus 2. Now see the log of this 35.09. Now log, see the logarithmic table here, and see the 35. Now here 35 in 0 and characteristics is 9. Then it is equal to what? 5441 plus 11, that is 5452. 5452 is the log of this number. Now for this number, the number starting from here 5, okay, 59, then you have to find here 59, okay, in 59 0, that is 7709. What we have to take the, here there is a subtraction, therefore the subtraction of these two numbers is 1 here, then here is a 12 minus 9 is a 3, carry 1, that 4, then 14 minus 7, that is 7, carry 1, 15 8 7, then carry 1, minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1, then 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0, that is 1, here 1, bar 2, this plus 1, 1 minus 1, that is equal to 2, and therefore that is equal to 2 here. Okay, now see the antilog of this. Antilog Antilog of 2.7743 is equal to. Now in the antilogarithmic side, there are 77 and 43. 0.77 here. Where is the 0.77? Here. If 0.77 4 3, 0.77 in 4 and in 3, that 3 is the mean difference is 4. Then 5943 plus 4, 5947. 5947. Now where we have to give the decimal point? Here the characteristics is 2. Then characteristics plus 1, that is equal to what? 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. Then after 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3, or after 3 digits, we have to give the decimal point here. 594.7. This is the answer of this problem. Okay. Now this is a multiplication, division examples. Now we see the next operation, that is suppose reciprocals. Reciprocals. How to find the reciprocals? Suppose the number is given 1 upon 1.97 is the number. Okay. Now you can find this reciprocal by two ways according to the rules, log of m upon n, that log m minus log n, or by directly in log table. In log table there are reciprocal tables are given here. Reciprocals tables. Now this is the reciprocals of the 4 figure numbers. Reciprocals of the 4 figure numbers. Now the reciprocal of 1.97. Now here see the reciprocals here starting from 1 and ends at this last number is 9.9. Our number is 1.97. Therefore see 1.9 here in vertical column, 1.9 and 7, 1.9 and here is a 7, that is 5076. 5076. It is equal to 5076. Now where to give the decimal point? Decimal point is given in the first vertical column, in the 0th of the column. Then 1.9, that is 0.5263 is the point here. Then all this decimal point is applicable for all the numbers inside or after the 5263. Now our number is what? 5076. Then reciprocal of this 1.97 is 0.5076. 0.5076. Only for the number that 1 by 1, that is equal to 1. After that 1 upon greater than 1 number, then all the decimal all the numbers will be less than 1, that is 0 point something. Now how in this way we can find the reciprocals. Another example, suppose we take the 1 upon 0.25. You can write this number as 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 1. Okay. Now you can write it as a 10 upon 2.5. Now see the reciprocal of 2.5. The reciprocal of 2.5, that is equal to 0.40. 0.400. That is equal to 0.4000 multiplied by 10, that is equal to what? 4.000. And reciprocal of 1 upon 0.25 is this. Suppose 1 upon 0.039, this is the number. Then how you can write it as 3.9 into 10 raised to minus 2. That is equal to what? 100 upon 3.9. See the reciprocal of 3.9 here. Reciprocal of 3.9, that is 0.2564. 0.2564 multiplied by 100. That is equal to what? 25.64 is the reciprocal of this number. Okay. Now in this way we can find the reciprocals. Then next operation is the square roots. How to find the square roots? square roots. Suppose m and n are the two real numbers. N square root of m, that is equal to 1 by n log of m. Suppose the square root of 4 root of 39. We have to find this root. How to write according to log? Log of 4 root 39. Then according to the rule, 1 by 4 log of 39. 1 by 4 log of 39. That is equal to 1 by 4 multiplied by log of 39. That is 39.0. Then there is the integral part is number of digits are 2. Then what is the characteristics? 1 point. And see the log of 39 logarithm 39 in 0. 59 11. 59 11. Divide by 4 here. 0.43 are 12. 3977. Now see the antilog of 0.3977. Then antilog logarithm 0.39. Here is a 0.39. 0.39 in 7. 0.39 in 7. And again 7 in mean difference. 7 of mean difference. 4. 2499. 2499. Now number of digits, characteristic is 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. Therefore the decimal point is after 1 digit, that is 2.499. This is the square root of fourth root of 39. 2.499. This is the fourth root of 39. In this way you can find the square roots. In this way we can use the logarithmic table for the different mathematical operations. Okay, or you can use these log tables to find the natural signs, natural cosine, natural tangents, logarithmic sine, logarithmic cosine, and logarithmic tangent. It is very simple to see that mathematical or trigonometric functions. Okay.